Hi, I'm Soyoung Kang, Chief Marketing Officer at EOS Products. I have been in my role now for about 4 years, about half of which has been during this pandemic. And I never anticipated that this is what my current role would look like, but I'm back in the office in a hybrid scenario where I'm at home a few days a week and in the office a couple of days a week, which has actually been a wonderful way to ease back into the workplace. The past 2 years have been, I would say, a mixed kind of experience for me as a working mom. I spent so much of my career up until the last 2 years so focused on what I was accomplishing in the workplace. And the past 2 years have been all about learning how I can balance not only my day belonging to the office and my evenings and my weekends belonging to my family, but now every minute of every day seems like it is just fungible and can go in any direction. I found myself in the past 2 years feeling incredibly, is it weird to say that I felt blessed to be able to spend this unbelievably critical time with my family? I have twin boys who are age 10. I never thought that I would be able to experience what it felt like to eat 3 meals a day with my children for almost 2 years straight. And yet at the same time, I have been busier, sometimes stressed, sometimes pulled in multiple different directions than I've ever felt my entire life in the past 2 years as well. Because every moment of the day has been about balancing both being a mom and being a CMO. And so there are times when I feel like there's just so much going on. And I guess I tend to be the kind of person that thrives in that kind of an environment, but I can also attest to the fact that even for me, it's become quite intense at times. And I think that as I ease back into the office now, I'm trying really to be mindful about the fact that I am dedicating now and carving out specific time for the office. And so I'm trying also to dedicate and carve out specific time for my family so that it's no longer this sort of like fungible soup of things that I have going on at any given time. And it's definitely a learning experience, and there's a curve getting adjusted to it. And as I find myself back in the office, I've been appreciating the little bits of the moments of quiet and the moments of me time that I have been able to reclaim that I have not had in the past 2 years. So, despite the fact that I have absolutely loved the past 2 years of being together with my family, I've also appreciated this new transitional phase where I'm able to reclaim a little bit of boundaries between what's happening at home and what's happening in the office. And I look forward to figuring out what this means for the next phases of my career, because I feel like the past couple of years and even in this transitional phase, I've learned that there are many, many different ways for me to build a rich and fulfilling career. And the possibilities that has opened for me in terms of what kind of a career I can build for myself in the future, I think it's pretty mind-blowing, because I can kind of choose my own adventure. And I guess if I were to say anything to other working moms out there, I would say that choose your own adventure is sort of like the theme of what I've learned from the last 2 years. I think that we all need to decide what creates the most fulfilling and rich balance between being a mom and being a professional. However you choose to do it is right for you. I often like to think of working moms as being a sample size of one. I'm one working mom, and what happens to work for me isn't necessarily what's going to work for anyone else. And so it's just about being mindful about what it is that is going to work for you in your career and for your family.